welcome to Rugby. We're here today in the KC Stadium. It's got to be one of the nicest stadiums in Rugby League, and we're coming to see Hull FC.
Acoustically, it's one of the best. The Hull FC fans go mad, absolutely go mad. The acoustics are brilliant. They get really loud, and you're really annoying as well, mate. I'm telling you. This must remind you of when you're DJing.
Yeah,
more than
it does a bit. It's like I'm back behind the ones and twos. But yeah, it's a great place. Here, pre-game, Hull versus Salford tonight. It's our first time as well, actually, coming here and meeting the fans and meeting the people. And I've got to say, the people in the club couldn't be any nicer.
Yeah, people in Hull are. To be honest with you, I've not met one bad person from Hull. It's just when you put them all together, the nightmare. But they're great fun. I've seen a few coming in, actually, they're saying, Jamie Jones, what are you doing here? Just coming to watch the game and have a little bit of fun. We'll come and catch you after with fan cam. Hopefully get them on. I'm sure they'll have loads to say. This is the thing I love most about all the amateur game. I remember when we went to Butlins last year, the Rhinos Challenge, and I remember White, walking past this 3G pitch, and then we see the young amateur club. This is Paul from Wyke, the under-7s coach.
Yes.
You've just won an award as well, your club. Yeah. Tell us a bit about it.
We won the community award from the RFL for all the process we do for the young kids and embling the pathway and things like that in the RFL.
And tell us what we're doing here tonight.
I've brought my under-7s down. There's 30 of them all together who play for my team. And they're going to come here, do a bit of training with some of the players, a community project, and they'll be walking out with the players.
It's special as well. What does it mean to young kids to go walk out with their heroes?
It means the world. If they just can meet any player any time, it just means the world.
And from the young kids that are this high, we've got a lad who hopefully they'll all progress to be like. We've got Harry over here of Hull. How are you, Paul?
Yeah, good.
It's thriving, isn't it, the game over here?
Yeah, well, I've like played at West Hull since I was like 5 years old, and it's like we've always had a big rivalry with like East Hull, and I've always supported Hull since I can remember. So I've just like rugby's huge.
Can I ask you a question? Honestly, if Hull FC released you, Hull KR came into you, offered you 100 grand a year, would you play for them?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think.
That's all.
Is it true that we get Hull FC get some of the East Hull lads in the academies and vice versa, and when they win games they refuse to sing the song? It's that passionate.
True?
No. I think they're a bit like traitors, a little bit. Like they're usually the ones singing it the loudest.
Right. Can you give us obviously it's our first time rugby in Hull tonight. Really excited. What are the Hull fans like? What's the passion like amongst the fans?
I think they're like probably one of the most passionate in Super League. I think like how mad they are about it.
Right, pitch side, the kids are in the background. It's the best thing about Rugby League, and we're a real local hero for Hull. Lisa Jewett, how are you?
Good, thank you. Nice to meet you both.
It's lovely to see you. Tell us a little bit, because you've got quite an important role amongst the fans. You're the chairwoman of the supporters group, of the chairman.
Yeah, chairman, don't mind chairman at all.
The boss, basically.
Well, no, we do our bit, you know, we try and support our fans as much as possible.
How many people are in your group?
We've got a team of 13 on the committee at the minute. Actually, we are just recruiting for a couple because we've got a couple going out, so we need a couple more in. So if there's anybody out there who's interested, give us a shout.
Any Hull fans out there, give us a shout. And also, you've got an important role amongst charities. Because Jones, you're a charity kind of guy. You work a lot with charities. It's so important in Rugby League.
It certainly is. I think any club, especially as big as that, Hull FC, has got to engage with the local community because it brings it in. It gives everybody the opportunity to come fulfil their potential. What are the people of Hull like when it comes to supporting a club?
Fantastic. You know, our fans are amazing. You go away, you go home. The support's just brilliant. You know, we're so loud, proud. You know, all about Hull FC. Talking about Catalans before we started the interview earlier. We had 350 people at a beach party last year in Lorette, which is just amazing.
But you didn't have to sell that to all fans, did you, really?
Just all over the place. And we raised £1,600 for Life for a Kid Foundation, the charity that I'm a trustee with.
Awesome. Have you got any events coming up that anybody can come or get involved in?
Yeah, we're looking at quite a few events this year. They're all on the Life for a Kid website, and the next one I think that's coming up is Climber Ben Nevis, which we did in, 2013, so 3 years ago I actually undertook that with a lot of the wives and girlfriends. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was 38 degrees, unbelievably. There was snow at the top, but we had a cracking team. A lot of the girls from most of the other Super League clubs came along and joined us, and they were amazing. But yeah, hardest thing I've ever done.
Lisa, fantastic work in rugby. Keep it up. Congratulations, and keep supporting the mighty Black and Whites. How are they going to do this season?
Honestly, we say so often, next season. We're there now, it's next season. I think with the lads that we've got, looking how the lads are gelling, looking at how they are so professional that have come in and how they're, you know, making the team look, we could do okay. But being an old fan, I'm going to see how it goes.
I've tipped Ulf at Challenge Cup this year, outside bet. So
awesome.
Dark horse. I think Leeds Ulf final. I think that'll be a good bet.
Was you there in 2005 when they took it off us?
Certainly was.
Oh.
It was awesome. Absolutely fantastic there.
Brilliant. Catch you there. We're inside of the Wilberforce suite. Jonesy, tell us a little bit, because you're going to educate me now. Give us a bit of education.
Historian, just asked him if he knows who William Wilberforce is. From Hull, he's a guy who's famous for abolishing slavery in this country. He abolished slavery. So getting all the Africans and the Caribbeans and turning them into slaves, he's the man that abolished it. And we're in here, this fantastic room.
That's why we're in here. We're outside.
Exactly, it's warm. Xbox 360s, big giraffes walking about. It's pretty cool, and we've got a very special guest tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got Mass here. Give us your full name, Mass.
It's Misimbarashe Matonga.
That's the best name. And you play in the middle, so you've got some big boys around you as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I remember back in my day when you played it middle, it's tough, especially as a young kid playing against big lads. You've got a big team behind you. Who looks after you? Who do you look up to in that first team?
Well, there's obviously got to be Frank. Like, he's just a beast, isn't he? And then there's Tag's a good hitter. He works hard and everything like that. And Liam Watts and everyone like that, just all great middles. So
who's the biggest prankster?
Probably Frank, to be fair. He says quite a few jokes around, walks around like having a laugh all the time, stuff like that. Yeah.
What did you think when you got to Hull, from Zimbabwe to Hull?
To be fair, from Zimbabwe it's an upgrade because it's not exactly the best, but yeah, it was alright, to be fair.
What's it like, Zimbabwe as a place?
It's alright, to be fair. It's obviously not as modern as the UK, but yeah, it's alright. It's just it's not bad.
I've got an idea. I've thrown it up there, Jonesy. We're all about spreading the game. What about this? Out to the RFL. What about having an African team? Because there might not be many Zimbabweans or Nigerians, but I reckon as an African team, and I know, or a West Indies team, you'd have a really good kind of team. You have Ticker play for Nigeria. Who else do you know any other Africans?
Not at the minute, but I reckon I can find a few. If the South African Rugby Union team don't go by, they've got the potential.
I think it'd be outstanding. What are you hoping for out of this season, personally and for the team?
Well, personally, I want to just do well for the under-23s and play well, and hopefully if I get my chance, I want to take it and prove to the coaches that I deserve to be in the team. And as a team, I just hope we definitely make the top 4 for one. Definitely got to do that. And then,
is that a target, top 4?
Yeah, definitely. And then, then go for the grand final.
Man, this kid's going to be a star. Massive, top lad. Nice to meet you. Do you like fish?
Yeah.
We're going to play a game. Do you want to play a game?
What game?
Fish Face, it's called.
What's that?
We'll find out very soon. We've got another one in the room. International. It's like the United Nations of Rugby M today. Got Jansen Turgut, and you're Turkish.
Half
Turkish. You've got that Turkish look.
When you're in old, you have to say Tiger. Is that the last name?
Yeah, bit of a whole pronunciation.
So, first question, anyone ever ask about Turkey is, have you been to Bodrum?
Have I? Yeah.
I had the best kebab, right, I've ever had in my life. It's like a Sunday dinner in a kebab, innit? It's unbelievable. Did you have them?
Garlic sauce.
Mate, garlic sauce, mate. He's on my wavelength.
I get ripped into all the time, mate, for being a Turk.
What does that say?
Just call me Turk.
Is that your nickname, Turk?
Turkish.
Well, you're gonna play against Massey at the old fish pie game in a little while. But tell us a bit about your journey into rugby league. Did you start as a kid, or were you late start like Mass?
No, I started playing for my primary school when I was about 6 years old.
Yeah.
And then started up with a local amateur club, and then.
Which club?
It was Skella.
Skella. Is that Eastall or Westall?
Yeah, it's classed as Eastall.
So you were really a OKR fan?
No. I was born up Eastall, but my family and that's from Westall. So.
I think he's an OKR fan. Someone told me he's an OKR fan. Is that true?
That's not true.
Yeah, it might be true. I think it might be true. He's only saying that now for camera. I'm joking.
We've just been asking Massey about some of his aspirations this year, some of the big guys that he looks up to. You're a back rower. Who gives you that inspiration in Hull team?
Well, there's a few of them really. Probably Frank, Gaz, Minnie, just to name a few of them.
And I like your beard, the sporting the beard. Have you always had a beard? How long have you had it for?
Not always had it, I've been growing it.
It's Turkish. It's
Turkish. Is it part of the culture, like part of your family? Is your whole family got beards?
Probably from being young, they have you.
To give us some Turkish lessons then. So what can you teach us? My name is Alex Simmons and Jamie Jones.
Ben Isminne.
Ben Isminne, Alex Simmons.
Yeah.
Ben Isminne, Jamie Jones Buchanan.
What else can we say?
Nasılsın, that means how are you?
Nasılsın? Nasılsın, Jamie?
How do you say it? I'm good, thanks.
İyiyim, sen nasılsın, that means I'm good, thank you. How are you?
İyiyim, sen nasılsın?
Nasılsın, Jamie?
İyiyim Simmons.
Bit of Turkish lesson there. Right now, it's time to go and play fish facing Hull with these two, Massey and the Turgut. Turgut. Is that all right, mate? Well done, pal.
Sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sand and watches the ship.
Boys, give us an insight into how it smells in here.
It reeks, mate, it reeks.
Fishy like. Right, we'll go with Massey first. Massey, are you going to go home or away?
I'll go away.
Going away? Wow. First question for you, Mass. What feature sets fish apart from other water-dwelling animals? Is it A, gills, B, backbone, or C, two-chambered heart?
Gills.
It is not. It's a two-chambered heart. It's 0.
He's going to get a close look if he carries on in that form. Right, Tiger. Do you want to go home or away?
I'll go home.
How many Super League and Super 8 games did Hull FC win last season? Is it A, 8, B, 10 or C, 12?
10.
The answer is C, 12.
Massey, home or away?
Let's go home.
How many tackles did Danny Houghton make in Super League last season? Is it A, 1,395? Is it B, 1,450? Or C, 1,501?
1,395.
Yes, you are correct.
Perfect.
1-0 to Mass. Turgut, home or away?
Away.
What's the proper term for the study of fish? Piscatory, ischithology, or fishology?
A.
It's B, ischithology.
Wow. Massey, do you want to go home or away?
Let's go away.
Which of the following is true about fish scales? All fish are covered in scales. Fish scales do not overlap. Or C, older fish have larger scales. If you get this, you go far in the lead.
A, all fish.
It's not, it's C, older fish have larger scales.
Oh dear.
Close.
Tiger, how many tries?
No, home or away?
I'm having a shock at having there.
I'll go away, yeah.
Going away. Which part of a fish's body does not help enhance its hearing? A, gills, B, gas bladder, C, lateral line.
Gas bladder.
It's A, gills.
Oh dear.
1-0 to Mass. We're on question 5, halfway there.
Massey, home and away. What squad number is Josh Bowden?
22.
He's right.
He's got it right.
2-0.
Didn't even need a multiple choice.
I'll go away.
What is the largest fish? Is it A, whale shark, B, basking shark, or C, giant catfish? It's a big one. It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a wheel shack, 2-all, 2-all.
Massey, you're going to stretch out in with the weight, or are you going to stay safe with home?
Let's go.
From which club did Hull FC Steve Michaels sign from? Was it Manly Sea Eagles, Brisbane Broncos, or C, Gold Coast Titans?
Gold Coast Titans.
That's correct.
3-2 to Mass. Home or away?
Home.
Going home. Going safe.
How old is Danny Washbrook? 29, 30, or 31?
He looks about 40.
30.
It is correct. He is 33-all.
I was thinking 31, he does look older than it.
Massive. Home or away?
Away. Let's go.
What is the fastest fish in the ocean? The swordfish, the sailfish, or the blue marlin?
Swordfish.
It's the sailfish.
Hence the name, Sails. Target, home and away?
Away.
3-all. Right. Which fish has the longest migration routes? Is it the salmon? Is it the bluefin tuna? Or is it the European eel?
European eel.
It is the European eel! 5-3! 5-3! He's going into, there's only 2 questions left. 3 questions.
Home and away, Massey?
Away, gotta be.
Going away. Right, there's 2 questions after this. You need this one. What's the main difference between the sharks class? What's the main difference between the sharks class of fish and other fish classes? Is it A, sharks are larger than other fish? B, sharks are carnivorous? Or C, sharks have skeletons made out of cartilage?
C.
It is. It's 5-all. Oh!
It's close. You're going to stretch out, Tiger. What do you want, home or away?
Home.
What position did Hull FC finish in Super League in 2014? Is it A, 11, B, 12, or C, 13?
11th.
It is.
Correct.
6-5. Mass.
I'm going away again.
Going away again. What type of fish was a recent household fad in the United States? A, goldfish, B, singing fish, C, clownfish.
Clownfish.
It's not. I'd have said that as well. That Nemo, it's not, it's a singing fish. Last question. Last question.
What do you want, home or away?
Home.
Which nation did Sika Manu represent in the 2013 World Cup Massey knows? Is it A, New Zealand, B, Samoa, or C, Tonga?
Tonga.
C, Tonga!
The very last question. I've got an away one. How far? Oh, you want home or away?
Nah, away.
Got to go away, aren't you? If you get this wrong, you're getting fish faced. 2 fish pies to the face. 10. Number 10. How far can flying fish glide in the air? Is it A, 5 feet, which is 1.5 meters? B, 20 feet, which is 6 meters? Or C, 50 feet, which is 15 meters?
B.
It is B. He's 6-all. You got one more question. He's got one more because Massey went first. And this will be. If you get this wrong, we have got a tiebreak.
Wow, you're going home.
Yeah, I'll go home.
It's a tough one. What year was Danny Houghton born? Was it A, 1986, B, 1987, or C, 1988?
Can you repeat the question?
What year was Danny Houghton born? Was it A, 1986, B, 1987, or C, 1988?
1988.
It is C, 1988!
He's won. He has won.
It's won.
It is time, I'm afraid, for the fish face. Take it. Oh! I'm the other one. I'm the other one. I'm the other one. Woo! Can you give us some Old Faithful?
Oh, faithful,
We roll the ridge together.
Hull FC, a lot of promise in the off-season. Did tonight fulfil your promise?
I think they did. I mean, I will say the second half, obviously we went down a little bit, but we got the win. That's all that matters.
Tom, big Rovers, a big FC fan?
Yeah, big FC fan.
How long have you been here? How long have you been watching OSC?
8 seasons, 9 seasons. I've lost count.
Class, mate, good mate.
And who impressed you tonight?
1-17, unbelievable.
1-17, unbelievable?
Yeah, tail bowed and take a bow.
Honestly, what did you expect when you come today? Do you expect to win like that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, to be honest. Never know with all.
What do you reckon to the big game tonight?
OFC were class.
OFC were class?
Yeah.
What was that?
What do you reckon to the game tonight?
Awesome, man.
Is it your season?
Too early to call, but yeah. You're an ex-Leeds player, yeah?
Did you used to say ex-player? Did you say ex-Leeds player?
No, he's a Leeds player, yeah? Watching last night and watching tonight, who do you think is going to have a better season?
Out of who? Leeds or Leeds?
Really? Really?
Well, we'll see.
Oh, Mandy, you came and you brought me to Hull FC. What do you reckon to tonight?
That was absolutely brilliant. It's nice to see a bit of passion back in the team.
Were you
and a bit
loving
of team. Oh, it was good. And last week.
Is it Fan of Pride?
Yeah, a couple of years back.
Fan of Pride?
I was.
Good lad. What's your name, pal?
Graham.
Graham. You just said to me, Houghton for England.
It was outstanding tonight. Absolutely outstanding.
A lot of people are saying Frank the Tank the main man, but you think Danny Houghton?
Frank the Tank for Man of Steel, obviously.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
66 to 1. I think those odds have just been cut tonight.
I've already got a tenner on him.
Have you?
Yeah.
I text my mate during game and says, you know what? Frank the Tank's looking good. Stick a tenner on. It's a safe better.
Without a doubt.
Honestly, I need some honest truth. Can you give me honest truth? Honest truth.
I'll do my best.
Can Hull win something this year?
Yes.
Is Radford the man to lead you into the future?
Pass.
Ooh! What do you reckon? Radford, stay, go? What do you reckon? There you go. Stay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's selling Radford out. Come on! Right, give us some Old Faithful. Fill them. What's your name?
Kaylee.
Kaylee, how are you, love?
I'm alright, buzzing after that.
Buzzing after that?
Buzzing, yeah.
Look how happy you are. It's like Christmas.
It's
Christmas in Hull.
Yeah, Big Frank the Tank.
Big Frank the Tank is your new favourite.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Just everything he does, just is the right thing. Fantastic, love it.
Is Frank the Tank what you've been missing at Hull? A big icon. Would you say he's an icon that can take you all forward?
Massive icon.
Lead Radford's bound me, have you?
Absolutely.
All
Only one. Big Frank the Tank.
Go on, Frank. Go on, Frank. Give us some Frank chants. Give us some Frank chants.
Super Frank! Super Frank! Super Frank! Super Frankie Pritchard! Come on!
Let's get it over tonight. Welcome back to part 3 Rugby, and we're here at KC Stadium. But last week Jonesy, and for the next few weeks, we went to a Legends lunch, Great Britain Legends. Fantastic day, great turnout, and you got presented with a very, very special tie.
Yeah, a bit of a shock really. Cedar Court, Bradford, we went to see the legends, you know, the heroes of the game, the people who know all about the stories of old. And we met some real legends, and we went there just to prize them stories out for you guys. And little did I know that the criteria for getting a tie, a Lions tie, is just playing for England or Great Britain down under, which I did for 47 minutes in the 08 World Cup. So I was honoured to get up.
Were you expecting it?
I wasn't expecting it. No,
I knew, and I didn't tell you.
And when I got there, they told me, and it was just fantastic. I honestly nearly started bawling when I sat back down.
Honestly, really?
Just to be in a room.
Yes.
Just to be in a room full of guys like that. Just Roger Millward, Alex Murphy, those type of guys, just phenomenal legends. Great.
But the next few weeks, today we're going to meet Lee Crooks, who we've seen today in corporate, Bill Francis, and the legend, Mick Morgan, legend.
I have got to say though, we've seen Lee Crooks upstairs obviously, and you see some of them reoccurring on the show because they love giving back, they love telling the stories, and we love them, we love getting them out as much as we can for you guys to hear what this great game has done over hundreds of years.
Yep. Well, check it out now at the Great Britain Legends Lunch.
We've got a cast and all legend here, Leeds as well, Lee Crooks, and it's great to have you back here. You really enjoy these afternoons, don't you?
Fantastic, Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a long time since I've been to one, and I've been to about, to be fair, 3 or 4, and the big thing is that you don't get. At the time, you never used to get a lot of the younger players going. It was very much the old school that used to come.
I did a bit of the season review this week with a few guys, Danny Kermond, Dale Crabtree, who were talking about the season ahead, and a few of the clubs come up. Cass as well, obviously been fantastic. I just wanted to ask you, this year, who do you think is going to finish top or near the top of Super League, and who could potentially go on and win it?
I think you've got to. You can't look outside of the sort of St Helens, Wigan, Leeds scenario, even though Leeds have lost Jamie and Kevin and that, so I still think they've got some good backup strike players there. So it'll be interesting how they go. Warrington seem to be starting to hit the straps a little bit, and they seem to have got the mojo back, some really good signings. I think Cass, to be honest, could be up there and throwing it, and obviously Hull as well. I mean, I went to watch Hull versus Hull KR last week and that, and they totally destroyed Hull KR, albeit that they had 2 or 3 injuries and that. So I think there's going to be 6 teams in the mix for the top 4. If I were to stick my neck out and say who's going to be top of the league, I think it's a little bit too early for Hull. I really think Cass could have a good shot at it. I really do. I think that they've got a really good squad of players down there. They're playing an entertaining brand of football, and without wanting to put the mockers on them, I think that they could actually get there and do it.
I think they're one of the best teams in the league at set plays. I think Darryl Powell, you can see they do a lot of work on the training field, but it's a holistic thing at Cass. Whenever we go, they're always really welcoming of rugby, and we're getting there, we see the community enjoy it. And for me, I might be a bit biased here, I don't know whether it's the broad Yorkshireness of Cass and the tuther and the sither and the way that they talk, but for me they tell some of the best stories. Now you mentioned obviously Darryl Powell's brought a lot of the older guys in yourself, and Stedman and Beardmore and Epworth, and that makes a holistic part of bringing a club and a community back together, and obviously it still encourages the players who are playing now, and it's important, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I think Darryl's, you know, apart from being a very, very good coach, sort of sat down and thought, you know, what made Castleford great when they were great. And I think a lot of that's about family orientated, making sure everybody's on board, get the supporters involved, make sure the club's a nice place to be around, and that's exactly what he's done.
Well, sorry, I've got 3 questions for you. One, how did it feel to become a Lion, to be a British Lion?
Absolutely fantastic. You know, I went on my first tour in '84. To be enrolled into the, you know, as a Lion, I think you know it's one of those immortal things. It doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't happen to everybody. And I think that from that point of view, you know, to be one of very few people really that have played the game to be a Lion is fantastic.
That's awesome. And should they bring the Lions back?
Yes, I honestly believe that whether it's similar to the Rugby Union where they do it once every 4 years. And that, but I think there's a need for it. I think there's a desire in Australia, certainly, to bring the Lions back. I think that if they went out there once every 4 years, or they played it once every 4 years, it would be a very special occasion, I think.
And my biggest argument with life, or my biggest grievance, is my lack of omnipresence. And I'm going to be here for a few hours this afternoon, and I'm not going to be able to get round everybody and learn the things that I want to learn. And I wanted to ask you, who are you really keen to catch up with? And what are your memories, you know, the best memories from being in the Lions tours?
I suppose that the players I'm most keen to catch up with are the lads that I went on tour with. So, you know, because we never get to see each other. You know, say 92 was the last tour I went on. My first tour was 84. I've already bumped into Mick Worrell, who was on the 84 tour. You know, just to catch up with those types of players and just have a bit of a chinwag about, you know, the laughs we had on tour and some of the things that we did. And more importantly, I think, is to meet up with the older players, the players that I probably wasn't fortunate enough to watch play, but have seen play on telly and all that sort of stuff. You know, there are certainly some immortals in here. Alex Murphy being one of them. You know, it's just fantastic to be in and around them.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And if you're a Lion watching at home, maybe you've seen this and you don't come along, please get down and be a good part of it. These guys are legends, and it's an honour for me, especially, to be here. Cheers, Lee, as always. I'll give it your time. Thank you very much. Right, we've already talked about how important these dinners are, getting together, and how important Rugby League is for making friendships. We've got Bill Francis and our very old Mick Morgan. You were best mates as kids, and then Bill went on to play for Wigan, Mick at Castleford obviously, and a few other places, and then coming together today, you're like best friends, and it's a good opportunity to meet up again.
Yeah, we see each other once a year. We were best mates. We both went to Norman Grammar School. 16-year-old Bill signed for Wigan. 16 I signed for Wakefield, by the way. And it's only time we see each other now. We're going to get together after formalities, and we have a beer together and catch up and on past and whatever. And have a
who's died and who's not died. And
yeah.
How important are the Lions dinners?
Very important. You can't let these die. You've got to keep them going, and it's great to see a lot of Lions here today, Jamie.
Absolutely. Bill, tell us a bit about when you were kids and you used to go playing and cross the graveyard, as they call it, down at Normanton.
Down at Norman Grammar School. Well, we used to get out of the bus from Featherstone. To Northern. We had all little caps on and satchels over the shoulder. But we played a lot of sport. Mick was a year younger than me in school, but he played in the same team as I did. So we played rugby union at school. We didn't play rugby league.
And when did you make that transition to rugby league then? When did you start playing?
Well, we all
Grammar School. He was at Cass Grammar School. Ah, yeah, no, we did back in the day. We used to tour, didn't we, Bill? We used to go to London and Wales, play Harrow County and Whitchurch, Gareth Bale and all them. We used to hammer them, didn't we? We used to throw a ball about the rugby league lads. When we went to grammar school, half at Influx were from Featherstone. Right. Other half were from Royston. You used to come at Royston train or Featherstone bus. Right. If Featherstone bus, you played rugby. Yep. Royston train, you played soccer. So that's how it was.
And what happened when you crossed paths?
They never did. They won't come and play our game, would they?
Get out of those boys. Get out of those boys' ways. That's brilliant. Just tell us a bit about how you felt when you became a Lion.
Oh, just fantastic. It's something you dream about, isn't it? And I'd never done it, and I remember when I got picked, and I always wanted to play at Wembley, which never happened, playing-wise, and Stevie Asher, another mate of mine, and I remember saying to him when I got picked, Steve, which is best, because he'd done both, yeah. Wembley or touring, and he said, Mick, hard decision, he says, but touring. There it is. Touring, yeah, so, and he was right, I enjoyed it, and obviously, yeah, we all do, don't we?
Absolutely.
But he went and played with, he's as Welsh as a Welsh league. I can't believe it. He went and played with Welsh.
Played for Wales as well.
Really?
Yeah, he went and played again as.
For Yorkshire first and then Wales and then Great Britain.
A little bit of both. That's awesome. Just tell us, Bill. Do you think we should bring the Lions back?
I do, but it's the timetable, isn't it? It's fitting a Lions tour in with the timetable it is. I think it's the English plays the Lions anyway.
But they've changed the camp. But Bill, it's since they went to summer rugby. It's coincided with the Aussies. Yeah, they can't fit it in. That's the biggest.
Back to winter rugby, which nobody wants, does it?
Certainly.
But it would be nice if they would go back and play Test series again.
And tell us a bit about the guys that you're going to see today from your area. Who are you looking forward to catching up with?
Well, Malcolm really. I went to school with Malcolm when I went to tech school. Right. And Malcolm was a footballer actually.
Yeah, you are.
And then he started. Well, he played in these 7-a-sides at Cass, and Cass signed him straight away. There's a lot. I mean, there's so many from like George Nichols who I was playing with at St Helens. I played for St Helens as well. I played for Wigan and St Helens as well.
I'm really sorry to bring it up, Mick, but Kelvin Skerritt's here. Everybody knows the famous clip. Typical of what he is, I can't speak. We're going to ask Kelvin, when you bump into him, does it ever come to mind, or do you take a wide berth?
No. We're lads, you know these things, you have a crack, you have a thing, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, when we were playing, you didn't get no quarter, national quarter, did you? But after the game, you had a beer, that's it.
That's it. Awesome.
That's how it was. That's what this is all about. There's some of these that you're not mates with everybody, but you have a beer.
There's going to be a few, I imagine, who'll have a beer. Who's going to be rowdiest a bit later on, do you reckon? Who'll tell us some good stories?
Oh, I don't know. Clarky, Collie Clark. You get Collie Collins a good raconteur.
That's fantastic. Right, it's great to have you both here. Thanks for coming and speaking to us. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon.
No worries. Cheers, Jamie.
Thank you.
Right, end of the game with the main man, Radders. Firstly, Radders, your shoes. Talk to us about your outfit and your shoes, because you look like you're on a bloody catwalk today, not running a Super League team.
Controversial, very controversial. I've had Australians commenting on my dress sense, which is the ultimate kick in the stomach. You know, for fellas that wear board shorts and Asics trainers 24/7, it's a little bit disappointing.
I got on as well last week at the Lions lunch. They said I had council shoes on, but I rate them, mate.
I think they're better than yours, Jones.
Yeah. The yellow soles does it for you.
Where'd you get them from?
This outfit's going to get another run. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to get another run as soon as tomorrow.
You've been back in changing rooms, and a couple of lads come to your place stink of fish, apparently.
We've had to mash and bash in Matonga. We've had to throw him out the changing room 3 times. He just keeps loitering back in with the scent. So yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Yeah, awesome game today. I think Frank the Tank is a big favourite of the fans. We've been out done a fan cam there. It's sensational, wasn't it? All you forwards rate him fair.
He's just a top bloke. It's funny, I watched America's game today, and the Steelers was on, and Jerome Bettis, the boss. That's Frank. That's Frank. He's a lovable personality. He's selfless, and you know, players enjoy playing with him. Nobody ever said that about me. Well, you, Jonesy. To be fair, yeah, I'm disappointed. But he's a special character.
We were up in the corporate bar before, Radders, and I was telling you the story about when you saved my life back in 2005 when the big guys, the Tongans, all 5 of them mashed me up at Widnes. I think I came down to Idealisburg as well that weekend. And all saying I thought you were dead, but you saved my life. Do you remember it? Listen,
a true story. I didn't realise the tool that was giving me the kicking on the floor was for Fatuli Talanoa and Mickey Paya. If you can get footage of that, I've never spoken to Fatuli since. I didn't know it was him till about 3 weeks ago. Right. And all the Kiwi boys was laughing. And I'm thinking, what? So I goes over and they're all watching it on YouTube. It's Fatuli giving me a kick.
We'll have to pay for that. We'll have to get that bit of footage.
Yeah.
Also, we met a young kid today, Harry, and you've knocked his tooth. He says he wants to be like you so much, he took his front tooth.
Which Harry is? Harry Tyson Wilson, yeah. Yeah, he's a unique character as well. He's a good kid, and you know, he's got a good future in the game as age.
I'll tell you what, it's great to see the fans so happy, and I think with Frank they've got an icon who they really believe in, and I think that's the thing, that the fans genuinely believe that this could be a year. There's been a lot of promise and false dawns over here, and I know it's been a tough 10 year for them, but do you believe yourself as a coach, have you got the team you need?
We've got a strong squad, and Jonesy will reaffirm this. You need plenty of luck, in terms of injuries and whatnot. You need to keep working at what you're doing, and hopefully things fall into place for you. But there's some really top personalities within that changing room, and add to that they can play rugby as well, and it helps. And you talk about culture and traits of players. We've got some good traits and we've got some good culture.
I've got to say, mate, today coming to Hull for the first time, I've been looked after like no other, and it's been a great laugh. Everyone's really nice. It's a good place to be, isn't it? This.
It's we cop flacking everywhere. We're voted the third worst city in the country, and I don't know where they get it from. I get a nosebleed when I go out of Hull, so I only know this place. But it's it's rugby mad. Yeah. The city's rugby mad. It's I said last year on Sky, when we get beat, I can't go to Asda, and I genuinely can't. It's they're fanatical, and when you're playing that local derby, it's a fantastic weekend.
How have you got into the coaching, like in terms of do you still enjoy it? How do you cope with it? It must be hard.
Yeah, and it's been a tough couple of years as well, particularly the first year. No, it it was a necessary. We couldn't have continued paying the fee, the salaries we was paying and getting, what back we was. So, the owner bit the bullet, and it was his pocket that got hurt. But hopefully out the other end of that, we'll hopefully see some success. But Jonesy coached against Stuart Stanley League. It's I must be mad to get involved in this profession, I suppose. But it's something I love doing, and I love the game, and I love Hull, I suppose. So. Yeah. I'm desperate for success, and we'll keep working as hard as we can till we achieve that.
Lastly, big thanks for supporting Rugby M as well this year and playing for our Legends team. We've signed another couple of players, just keep you updated. Chev Walker's signed for us.
Outstanding.
And we've also Neil Harmon once again.
Le Chateau. Is Le Chateau having a run out?
And also Kylie Luluai.
Oh,
so
wow.
bolstering the pack. I think I might have to give him my shirt, to be honest, mate.
Is this a nice way of telling me I'm back on the bench?
No. You're keeping your 13 shirt. I'm have to put Scully to 6, I think.
Yeah.
So
I watched JP's programme yesterday. He looks all right at 6.
Yeah.
He could do a job there, Scully, I reckon.
Yeah. So Scully at 6, 13 riders, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
good luck with the rest of the season.
Always good. Cheers, fellas.
Thank you,
good stuff.
Cheers, Paul.
You always learn something new in rugby league, and something we've learned today is languages, countries. For Thule, your first name means chase in Tongan.
Nice, mate, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, chase. It's simple as chase, but in Tongan it's so hard to pronounce.
I can't pronounce it. For Thule Talanoa, on the way out, we managed to grab him, and in light of the new evidence that we've just got from Lee Radford about the fight between England and Tonga back in 2005, when I got pummeled and Lee Radford saved my life, this guy was at the middle of it, and that was actually the last time you played for Tonga, was it, over here?
Yeah, it was. I was only a 16-year-old at the time playing fullback, and I was actually trying to stop it.
Right.
Yeah, I was actually trying to stop them from kicking me. So. But yeah, it was a good game.
What was it like? Because you've been watching it, haven't you? I think Radford said they got the video out and they've been watching it on the on YouTube. Did you shy off a little bit?
Yeah, I did, because all the boys always bring it up and they always go, "There's tools there, tools." Radford just always gets red and that, but it's always a good laugh. So yeah.
Absolutely, outstanding performance today. Got a big win, first game of the season. Are you really impressed?
Yeah, it's always good to start the season off with a win, and especially at home too, to put on a performance like that. But yeah, it's good to take the win.
And we're sat right here right now, and it stinks of fish. Can you smell it?
It does. It's so bad in our change room. You walk in and just punches you in the face.
Jensen and Massey, when they walk in there, they're smelling horrible.
Yeah, everyone just pointed at Mass. Runners told him to get out.
And he had no idea. He had no idea why he smelled. We did think when he was covered head to toe in fish pie, what he was going to do about the rest of his duties for this afternoon, because obviously you've got to go do bar stuff, haven't you? And,
yeah, that's right.
It's good. It's all good fun though. Tell me a bit about the Bros, as we've just been calling them. It's quite a cultural team now, isn't it? All big, strong group of boys, all look exactly the same, strong as old boots. What's it like in the camp at the minute with all those guys?
Yeah, it's good. I think later on the season, I think we're going to start off with the haka. So yeah, we'll start a game off with the haka. So, but yeah, it's good to have a few of the Polynesian boys come around, and they've all settled in well. Right. Yeah, and all the boys from here are like taking them in well, and they're all enjoying it.
And big Frank the Tank, all the fans out there on the fan cam. Simo did an awesome fan cam, and they're all talking about him. Really excited about having him here as well.
Yeah, he's been good. He's gotten around to all the boys. All the young guys really like him. He gets into them and talks with them, and shares jokes and that. That's all he does. I think everyone was a bit surprised. They thought it would be a bit serious in that coming here, but he's a bit of a joker, so it's good to have him.
Top stuff. Well, we've got to come, I think. Leeds have got to come here on 8th of July. All fans have told me we're going to get bashed. I'll just say to you, take it easy on me, all right? But for the rest of the season, mate, I wish you all the best. You're brilliant tonight.
No worries, mate. Thanks.
Outstanding. Thank you.
Cheers.
Right, the end of the show. It's been a fantastic day at Hull. Mainly down to this man, James Clark. How are you doing, pal?
I'm all right. I'm glad we've had you down. It's been a decent day, hasn't it? I understand you've been causing me a few problems with certain players as well. Fish face, as these guys have probably seen. Massi Matongo's just been kicked out of the changing room because I'll be honest, he stinks. Absolutely stinks.
He's a great sport, and I think that's the biggest reflection I can give at Hull today. It's been a great family day out. Everyone's been smiling, everyone's been enjoying it. Everyone got stuck into Jonesy at fan camp, which we loved.
Good.
We loved that. And my favourite moment of today was when Tommy Lee got sin-binned and you played Bye Bye Baby on the tannoy.
Yep.
And it was brilliant because that's the humour in the game. That's what we like. Blue collar, working class, great people, having a laugh. And I just thought it was a great family day and an evening I'd have enjoyed with my family.
It was an accident. We shouldn't have clicked the wrong button. Yeah, that's what it's about. We've been waiting to that for quite a while, and we were saying to Jonesy, it's about having a bit of fun. We're here to entertain the fans. We can't control what the team do. Thankfully tonight they entertained the fans with a great performance. But if the ground safety officer's watching, it had nothing to do with me because I know you're not very happy with me right now.
You're the man behind the light show as well. It's been like Christmas, like fireworks.
Brilliant. Yeah, it was good. And to be fair to the stadium, they've helped us obviously with that. It's a little toy we've had some fun with. And one thing, and this probably goes for a lot of clubs, a lot of the guys you've met. Rugby league isn't we pride ourselves on it being a big sport, and we like to showcase ourselves as big clubs, but actually it really is down to small teams that work really hard off the field. That's something.
You had like 19 jobs today.
Well, very much so, but there's like a young lad who does the lights for us. He's a work experience kid, and he's fresh out of uni and just loves playing with lights. I'm convinced he's gone home tonight switching his bedroom light on and off. But we put on a show like that, and so it's down to all those people that work really hard behind the scenes, and they've all stood there and they've watched that tonight, and I think they can be very proud of what we've put on, and we're certainly proud of what the boys have then done for the next 80 minutes.
I think you've got a club to be really proud of here. I think it's been a great evening, Jonesy. Anything to add?
I've not. You've said it all. It's been outstanding. Really appreciate the welcoming that you've given us all. Just want to say thanks. I think it's been brilliant.
I'm surprised you didn't get booed as much as I heard.
No, I don't know what. I walked around back at stand and everybody was great with me outside. Like I said, with all people, when they're on their own, they're brilliant. All together, they're a bit mad, but they get entertained by this guy.
Big thanks for watching Rugby, and we'll see you next week. We're going to another mad place, Castleford Tigers, when they play the Wakefield Wildcats. Going to nick 2 shirts from the club shop now, filming with Wagger. You've been great tonight, Hull. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Estuary Bay, Made in Leeds, Made in all the channels we're on. It's been great getting across the country right here on Rugby AM.
Do we get free shirts?
Steady on, lads.